Hello everyone and welcome back to your Tuesday Thoughts Tarot. My name is Karen. My website is www.karentony.co.uk. You can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, etc. Please go along and follow me, subscribe here, and you'll be updated with any further videos that are coming up. Just wanted to say welcome back. Yes, I have been missing for a couple of weeks. I've just not had enough time and space to properly give to reading. I do like to be in the right space. It's a bit like art, and I've been spending a lot of my time creating some artwork because I have a deadline coming up. There's a fair here in North London on the 30th of November, so if you're interested in coming seeing some of my art, let me know and I'll give you the details. So that's kind of taken some time, and it does take time, and you have to be in the zone. It's the same with a reading like this. I didn't want to just rush something out. I didn't want to just deliver something sort of late into a day when I wasn't feeling up to par, when I was a bit tired. So I've waited till today, which is a big day energy-wise. Pluto is going into Aquarius, so coming out of Capricorn and into Aquarius for the next 19 years. So it is a big shift in energy. It is moving us from more into the Aquarian age, which is that technology, AI, mind, opening the mind, reaching out to the cosmos. There's going to be a lot of interesting things that come to pass in the next 19 years, let's say. And it will be interesting to see what the cards come up with today. But hello, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, just sit back, have a cup of tea, glass of wine, and just let the reading happen for you. I'm a healer, I am a channel, I am a medium, as well as a tarot reader. So it's often that the information that comes through and streaming through as I talk is also beneficial to you in some way, healing in some way, and actually just being in this sacred moment, sharing this sacred moment with me is healing as well. I have lit some sandalwood. I've also burned some Palo Santo. I have a candle lit as well to draw in the angelic light, which we might be hearing more of as well, because we'll certainly be moving into the higher realms, the higher mind, cosmic consciousness, awareness of galactic energy and beings, and as well as that angelic realm might be coming in a little bit more, I'm feeling. So I've kind of set up sacred space. I'm just going to shut the video off for a second while I just do my opening up and preparing myself and drawing in my guides, and I'll be right back. And that's important. It's important to know that if you're not fully grounded, if you're not fully in the right place, get yourself into the right place before you do something, and then take action. So just bear with me one moment. Okay, so today is the 19th. The farmers are in London today with their tractors protesting at the new inheritance tax scheme. So we wish the farmers well on that, because they do supply us with food. And let's keep our farmers farming the land, and in a sustainable and natural way, as opposed to overusing chemicals. And let's keep the husbandry ethical, and let's support organic farming. Yeah, let's just send them some well wishes today. Yes, it will cause disruption, I'm sure, but I feel it is part of the Aquarian age, protesting for your rights, protesting for your sovereign, expressing that sovereignty, that individual power that you have been told you don't have. So it's a coming back to that, embracing that, and there may be protests and that type of thing coming up. You might find that. So when I was grounding, I was getting, sorry, card's gone. Oops. There we go, sorry about that. Oh, we've got Ten of Swords, so people are fed up, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, can't take any more. It's not going to get any worse. Ten of Swords is, it's been pretty awful, but it can't get any worse, so that's quite good. That's not part of the reading, I'm still shuffling. A big shout out to Deborah. I spoke to a lady yesterday and she goes, I watch all your videos and I love sitting down and watching them. So shout out to Deborah, thank you so much. It's lovely to hear back, actually, because I don't know how this reaches. I don't know how it lies when when you watch the video. I don't know what you get from it. Unless you leave a comment, I don't know. So it was lovely to get a bit of feedback, and do feel free to comment if something does resonate, or if you want me to read on something in particular, do let me know. But yeah, let's just see if we can get some messages for the collective. So we're looking for information now that we're in the 19th of November, massive time of change. We're coming up to the end of the year. We had snow today in London. It was forecast, I believe, but I kind of thought it was more going to be rain rather than snow, and certainly didn't think it would be in London so soon because it has been mild, but the last day yesterday was chilly, and then overnight we had snow. So there you go. Certainly makes I'll go get that. Certainly makes protesting a little bit difficult. So first card has come out. Justice will be served. That's interesting. So this could be personal to you. I read for your entertainment, but you might link up with certain things that I say. It can also be more of a collective reading, just the energy of what's happening in the world right now, or maybe what we should focus on to help, what we can rely on within us as we move forward. I do have builders next door as well, so apologies if it does get noisy at any point. The walls are thin and you tend to hear a lot of interruption, drilling and sewing and different things like that. Even painting, I can hear them paint the walls. The walls are so thin. So apologies if you do hear that. This is London. You will hear sirens and cars and things, but we will carry on. So I hope you're well. Okay, there's a selection that have come out there. I might just take another one. Can we have one more, please? Hope you're keeping warm. I'm wrapped up in a blanket as well. And I'll be getting my hot water bottle out. Just find ways of keeping warm, really, like wrapping up as well if you don't want to use the heating all the time, because it can be very drying as well, and certainly women of a certain age, we have to make sure that we don't dry our skin out too much. Let's see what that card is, considering I was talking about. Okay, that's interesting. So I will lay them out in the order that they're appearing to me, and I will start your reading. So sometimes I go for the back of the cards just to see what it is, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this level of working, this can be an independent woman or an independent person, someone who has achieved a great deal, who's kind of earned enough and is watching their business grow. It's flourishing, it's producing fruit. She's able to have her little castle on the hill here. She's very grounded and just able to manage her own money, independent, financially independent. So there's an energy, in that case, thinking about that as the underlying of the reading. There's an energy of self-reliance. There's an energy of able to make money, able to do business, able to have the money coming in regularly. Whatever work you do, there's a regular income coming in, which gives you a level of stability, and that's important. If that kind of fluctuates too much and you've got nothing coming in, then you can really drop down into desperation. And here in London, especially now, I'm seeing lots of sort of soup kitchen type things and people gathering, especially on a Sunday morning. They will gather and they'll get fed and have conversations with people who are homeless. So there is that side of things, especially in winter, which is very difficult. So if you're able to manage and use your inventiveness, use your business acumen, use your ability to work, ability to go out there and earn, go out there and put in the hours to get the money back, then that's the underlying energy of the card. So it's some sort of success and self-reliance that is strong within you. Okay, so let's go to the read. We have the Justice card. So the Justice card is all about justice, legal situations, lawyers. You could be a lawyer. It can be to do with court cases and needing to go to court to get clarity on something, perhaps. She is here holding scales. So there's an element of whatever this legal situation or legal contract or legal agreement. It could be a tenancy, it could be employment. There's something about it that needs a justice to come in and serve a new truth. So we've got the sword of truth, you could say. So there's a new truth coming in. There's a new truth coming from beyond the veil that maybe you've been working very hard, and there needs to be some recognition of that, perhaps some formal recognition of that, and that's coming from beyond the veil. So justice is coming in to say, we are going to bring balance to your situation. We are going to make sure that you are, whatever you're giving out to earn the money, that you're getting enough back to have a balance in your life. So like I said, not to go into that despair because there's just not enough to cover the costs. So justice is coming in to bring this balance back into that situation. She has got the two pillars of strength here. So there's a strength here. There's an official element to this card. We also have in this particular card the owl. So the owl is here, and that's the owl of wisdom. So there is higher wisdom coming in. There's higher information coming in, and she is listening to what the owl is saying. It's a bit like Athena. I think it's Athena, and she has the owl, and so she would listen to the owl, and the owl would feed her like psychic information. So Justice is listening to the higher aspect, to the psychic aspect, the purple here, the psychic crown center, connecting to that higher aspect, which she's pointing to. So there is some higher justice coming forward for you to bring balance to a situation. So it could be that you're going to court and justice will be served, justice will be done, a new truth will occur. It's likely to be in your favour with this. It might be that you have to return to court for some reason, that there needs to be a returning to court to speak your truth, the sword of truth, in order to bring balance to a situation that is out of balance right now. And you know, I'm seeing as well that the owl is sort of a night bird. The owl will fly around at night and is more alert and awake at night. And it brings me to winter. We have darker days, long dark days. So in this darkness, we're going to be moving towards a more just result. Okay? So the next card we have is the Three of Swords. So Three of Swords is heartbreak. So it's kind of heartbreak in the past, heartbreak in the present, heartbreak in the future. And what it's saying is you need to change how you look at things with regards to your heart in order to heal the heart and move on. What has happened. And we learn through all these wounds. We learn through the things that hurt our heart. It doesn't have to be romantic relationship. It can be other relationships where people have stabbed us in the heart. They've really cut deep. They have, we have accrued pain, I'm hearing. And they might have done it once, they might have done it twice, they might have done it 3 times. Oblivious to the suffering that it's causing. So this is saying it's time to heal your heart because your heart has been wounded. Your heart has felt that pain and you're carrying that pain. So in order to move forward to a more just result, so whatever, this legal situation is, this court case, this contractual agreement is, it is affecting your heart. It is making you feel a little bit upset, frustrated. And it's one of those things where, say you went for a promotion and you didn't get it and you felt a bit stabbed in the heart. You felt a bit upset, a bit sad. This is acknowledging that. This is acknowledging your pain, acknowledging the difficulty that you're going through. And it's a difficulty that you're going through which is very much connected to your emotions, connected to your heart. And there is a need to transform it, there's a need to heal it, there's a need to work on the heart, connect with the heart, and work on healing those wounds. Because you can retaliate, in a sense, in anger in some way with someone, but that's kind of I'm getting that saying, pissing in the wind. It's no good for them, it's no good for you. It's not a proper use of your energy, your creative energy. You'd be better fixed to look at your own heart, look at what's hurt your heart. But take the swords out now. Take the swords out and allow your heart to come together. Allow the wounds to heal, so you have the strength. So I'm moving now into heart-centered strength. This beating heart of power and strength is needed. So the swords can also be legalities, because we had the sword with the justice. So they can be legal contract elements, stipulations that you've been given. They can be commands that you've been given by authority. So there's a need to remove these. There's a need to take those out, because they're killing the heart. They're killing the lifeblood of the community or of you. So we do need to shift out of that. Now, we do have a lot of little seagull type birds here. So we're freeing the heart. We're freeing it. We're setting it free from past pain. And I liken seagulls to angels. So anytime I see a flock of seagulls, I'm like, angels. And there's lots in Cornwall. But anytime, even in London, often you get like about 10 or 20 of them just fly by the window and circle around and then head off. And I always kind of think that they're the angels. So they are about transformation. They are about healing. It could be about angelic Reiki, bringing angelic Reiki in to heal the heart, to heal the wound, so that you can move forward into the next phase. Okay? So that's so it's acknowledging your pain, your difficulty, the suffering. That's and it might be to do with the time of year as well. Sometimes Christmas time is a happy time for many, but also it can be a sad time for some who have had defining life events happen which have brought them sadness or difficulty, and then that can remind them every year of that. Okay? So then we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is like a relocation card. So it's a moving. So there's a moving from one area to another. Could be moving from one place to another, moving back to the place that you lived, that you came from. It can be within business, moving departments. So that could be related to your contract as well. Can be moving position, moving office block. If your business is actually moving premises, this can be to do with that. So there's a level of relocation in some way. The ones are creative, they're fiery, they're fast moving, they're full of passion and creativity. So it might be that a decision is made quickly and there is this change that comes rushing in that you'll have to manage. The advice coming in is that hold on to your creative ideas, hold on to your creative center, take that with you. Don't almost belittle yourself. Know that you are very clever, you're very bright, and you have a lot of energy. And you have this wand which you can hold on to and take forward to wherever you're going to go. Now, with regards to a person, this can be a fire sign and someone who rushes into your life, full of charisma, full of charm, full of passion, very, very endearing, someone you want to be around, someone who captivates. But they can rush in like the fire, but their fire burns out, and so they can move on quickly. So they may come in and change your world and then relocate. They may move on. So be aware of that energy coming in as well. But I'm going to read that as, because we're going from Justice to the Three of Swords to the Knight of Wands. So we're moving, and also we're moving away. We're moving away from the pain. We have been creative with a way of managing it, and we're moving away. It could be that whatever caused you pain, whatever caused you heartbreak, caused you to move, caused you to leave somewhere, caused you to get on your horse and go with your idea. Perhaps your ideas, because the swords are ideas, perhaps your ideas weren't well received, and so you've had to then take your creativity and move it elsewhere, so that you are valued, you are in the right place, because we have the feather going up to the spirit world. So that represents that he's guided by spirit. So you're being guided in the right way. So if you feel the need to move, if you feel the need, or if you have felt the need to move, that is probably correct for you. The next card we have, the Empress. So the Empress can be mother, can be mother-in-law, it can be that nurturing energy. It's also Mother Earth. So there's a recognition of, here you can see her in a field. So let's look at this with the farmers that we spoke of earlier. There's a need to recognize Mother Earth. There's a need to value Mother Earth. There's a need to value farming and the harvest that comes from the farm. She's got wheat here in her hands. You know, we're producing wheat that is very different to the wheat we produced 100 years ago. It's a different breed of wheat. They have changed what we're eating, and that is why people are having so many problems. We need to go back to the ancient grains, even wheat in its ancient state, different kind of wheat. I did write it down somewhere, can't remember what it's called, but someone was saying on a program, it could have been Countryfile or something, that the wheat we used years ago, hundreds of years ago, is very different to what we're producing now. So we must go back to Mother Earth. We must go back to what puts nurturing back into the soil. It's not just about mass producing quick yields and then putting out below standard foods. This is not good enough anymore. We must remember slow growing, slow eating, slow digesting, we must slow down and be okay. I mean, we're overeating anyway, right? So we need to maybe eat less. We need to maybe be a bit more conscious of how we grow food. We need to be conscious to grow food, to grow maybe some tomatoes, to grow maybe an avocado or a lemon or an orange or strawberries or something that produces food. Mother Nature is calling for you to connect with her, connect with the land, ground that energy. And it's okay, so we're going from the night, so we're relocating. You could be relocating to an area that is much more natural, much more in the country. You've got a river, you've got trees, so you might be in an area that is much more beneficial. She's very relaxed. The Empress is classically relaxed, open, sensually aware. She's aware of her femininity. She's aware of her creativity. So she's got time to sit and be with the natural energy. And once you do, it shifts. So if you need healing, one of the cheapest way and one of the most available ways to start your healing is go and sit outside. Go and sit next to a plant, sit next to a tree, sit next to a river, crashing water. All of these natural elements have effects on us. You know, walk barefoot if you can, grounding. It's just brilliant for reducing inflammation. So there's lots of different ways we can harness the earth and the power within the earth, the ions, the negative ions, the grounding effect, the oxygen from trees, just the clarity and the clearing that the trees give us. So be in nature, get out in nature, respect nature, respect the food we get. Maybe it's time to change how you shop, time to support local farmers, going local. And that's partly why the farmers are marching today, or driving or protesting through London, because it is about returning to better farming, returning to better, what is it, the word? You're probably saying it at the computer now. Standards, better standards of farming, so that the animals, the welfare of the animals is looked after. The welfare of the plants is looked after. Plants also have consciousness. They can feel, they can sense, they communicate. So we must treat them as much as we treat the animals, with respect, with communication, with love. So there's very much this natural coming back to nature, and that might be through the Aquarian Age. The Aquarian Age is very much in the mind, very much intelligence, technology, AI. And as that explodes, we mustn't forget our roots. We mustn't forget the land. We mustn't forget, as a human being, the benefits to sitting in nature. If we're all going to be having these servants, robot servants in our home, and robot servants at the cashier, robot servants at the shop, robots, we'll just be in this metallic, non-sensing, non-communicative, non-energetic, there's no energy flow. And a lot of people are seeing them as conscious in a way, but there's still not that natural energy. But this is what it's saying. It's don't forget to go out into nature. Don't forget the power of nature. Don't forget you're a part of nature. We think we're humans and nature is nature. No, we're actually a part of nature. We're a part of her. We're a part of Mother Nature. We're a part of the planet. We're a natural organism. We have lots of bacteria and creatures living on us, living in us. It's just, you don't see it every day. Can you imagine if you saw all the microbes that lived on your skin? So we're actually more bacteria than human, I understand, our microbiome. So it's understanding ourselves as that, and not forgetting that, not going up into the brain and thinking we're just these intelligent things. We're actually walking petri dishes of cells. So remember that natural connection. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, 6 of Pentacles. So we did have the 9 of Pentacles earlier, and that's kind of the underlying energy. And this is the 6, and the 6 is all about receiving money. So this could be that promotion, this could be that raise, this could be that win. It could be 20 quid on the floor, it could be bingo win, but it's kind of money that you've not had to work for, because he's been given it. But again, it brings us back to that despair where, if everything is too much out of flux, you can go into despair, and that can lead to all kinds of consequences, where then you are begging for the money, you are having to go to the soup kitchen, you are having to queue up, as a homeless person to get fed and get delivered some money. But it is a cycle, and he is happy, more than happy to help out. So if you are aware of people who are in great need at the moment, who don't have much, who have been through terrible times and desperate times, and if you can share a little, do. So she was the 9 of Pentacles, this is the 6, so it's not saying share everything that you have, because you also need to make sure that you're fed, you're watered, you've got a roof over your head. But if you can share a little, especially during the winter time. It's nice and kind to do that. But also, be willing to be one of these people who is receiving. Be willing to open your hands to a gift that's coming to you. And it is the Pentacles, so it is financial. Be willing to walk through this new doorway, this new arch, this new period in your life with the support of somebody, with the backing from someone. And you have to be able to sort of stand up and receive what is yours. So if this is, for example, a promotion or something like that, you have to be able to stand up eye to eye to receive this. You have to be able to stand up for yourself, to value yourself enough to put your hand out and to receive what's coming. So this would pretend to be a good omen for financial increase. So the energy of this is be open. The energy of this is be willing to receive. And we don't know how much you're going to get. We don't know if it's masses. We don't know if it's a little bit. But anything coming in is coming in. And you can multiply it. You can invest it. You can use it. So what we want to do is be grateful. We want to do is we want to see that our financial system is going to get better. We are going to be helped financially. Brilliant. I've just noticed he's got a little set of scales here. So that brings me back to the justice. She was saying justice is going to be served. Justice is going to be done. There will be some balance. And he's bringing it in to bring these people into a more balanced situation. This is going right back to the start. We are returning that balance so you're not in despair. And then it's what you do with that as you move forward. And what you do with that is the Page of Wands. So you have this creative idea that you ran with as the Knight of Wands. You kept going, you took action, you moved forward, you were creative, you had passion. And now you have this creative idea. Again, the feather is going up to heaven. So this is spirit-led, this is heaven-sent. And you're looking at this wand, and you're looking at all the different ways that you can make this grow. You're looking at how you can work on this passion. You're not letting it go, but you're contemplating, you're thinking, you're planning, you're being creative. You're full of energy and you want to step forward and get it going. But this is the page, this is the younger, so this is the birthing stage. This is when you've got the little baby. And before it becomes something, you have to focus, you have to think, you have to work out, what am I going to do? It's got two flames here. So there's the possibility of igniting a second wand. So you've got the first wand, which is here, and then you've got a second flame here, which is igniting the next phase, the next step. So you might have had a creative idea and you've held on to it, you've thought about it, you've worked with it, you've created a certain amount, you've told maybe a few people, and now you're focused on it. So now it's coming in, developing into something else. And it's very red and orange and yellow. So these are the lower chakras. You're grounding this passionate energy. You're working on your creativity. You're making something real in the physical world. You've taken it from the heavens and you're making it real. So you've got these ideas and you're going to make this thing happen. You're going to make it physical. You're going to bring it into the physical world because you're passionate about it. And the sun is there, so sun energy, Ra energy, that power. Don't forget, even above, we're seeing clouds. It's snowing today, it's very grey out there. We might have some more snow, but it's a bit rainy and dull. But above that, the sun is still shining. We can't see it. But when you go on a plane and you go through the clouds and then you see the sun, and it's like, oh my God, it's beautiful up here. And then you have to descend and go down through all the clouds again. But just remember, above these clouds, the sun is shining, the sun is powerful as ever, and we're having a lot of sun energy. We're having a lot of solar flares. So that solar energy is coming in to change everything as well. And that's backing you. He's dressed with suns all over his garment. So that connection, make sure you maintain that connection to Ra, to the sun god. Understand how your energy flows with the solar flares. But that's power. That's like power and electricity. So you are starting a new adventure with this, a new passion, and you're about to make it happen. And then we have the Hermit. So the Hermit can be Virgo, but it's generally someone who has maybe spent a lot of time on their own, and enjoy their own company. They're not, they're happy in their own space, they're happy in their own company, they're able to manage it. Some people freak out if they've got nobody to talk to, because they'd rather be out there speaking than do any introspection. So the Hermit is very much about introspection. He's got the hood over his eyes, so he's the old wise man, and introspection, meditation, time to think, time to work out, time to grow and develop. And what happens is the Hermit, all of his wisdom, all of his life experience, everything. And if you're a spiritual person, often spiritual journeys have long periods of isolation, because in isolation you grow. You've had to rely on yourself. You've had to do the inner work. You've had to face your demons. You've had to do the shadow work. You've had to heal. And that takes isolation, because the world is full of distraction. And if you're being distracted constantly, there is no healing. And everyone else is the problem. So as the Hermit, spiritual development needs isolation. You need time to meditate. You need time to sit in the power. You need time to connect to your higher self, to your truth, to your angels, to your soul, to your purpose. And when there's noise, that's difficult to hear that inner voice, to hear and connect. And you need space and time. So often a spiritual journey will have that isolation. However, in saying that, currently with the energies that are coming in and with the energies that are coming in with the Aquarian age, people are not going to have to ruminate for as long as they used to. Healing will be quicker. Moving through this spiritual development will be quicker. Opening up spiritually, psychically will be quicker. Suddenly people will be turned on and they'll be seeing things, hearing things, tuned in. So it's not going to be that slow process that it was for so long, possibly because we are moving more and more into this Aquarian age now. So we can move forward with this. We can move forward with everything that we've achieved, everything that we've read, everything that we've studied, every experience that we've gained informs you, educates you, and gives you a level of experience and confidence to move forward. And what you're doing is, your whole life is lighting this lantern. So this lantern is almost lit up by your light, lit up by your wisdom. And you're using that to turn away from what was with all that you have now gathered and gained, and move forward into your life. So we're in a forward motion. We're coming out of isolation. So the Hermit was our isolation. But the point of the Hermit is he turns around and he moves forward back into society, back into the community with the wisdom that he has gained. There's also a little snake here. So that's interesting for two reasons. So snake is about transformation. It's about shedding that old skin. So you're becoming a new person, a new being. even physically different, because we are moving into a more crystalline body out of the carbon body. So you are shedding skin, you are transforming, you are transmuting. So it's the transmutation is turning that pain and changing it, and then that becomes the fuel to move you forward. But also next year in the Chinese calendar, 2025 is the year of the wood snake. I believe it's the wood snake. So we have a little snake there to remind us that we are moving into the snake energy, moving into that new year, transmuting all the pain and the poison that happened. So this is a gathering of our wisdom, but also we had a lot of difficulty, right? We had pain, we had poison, which we have had to transmute, transform, shed that old skin so we can move anew with our light, with our new light body into the future. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's go to a colour now and just get a colour straight away and see if that helps us. When I was doing my grounding, I often connect to I send my roots down and I connect to a crystal at the centre of the earth. And I've often connected lately with opals. But today it was an opal, but it was a black opal. I don't even know if there's such a thing as a black opal. I'm going to have to Google that. But yeah, it's that kind of, I did bring out the black tourmaline. So it's kind of that black, heavy, earthing, protective, grounding and protecting stone. So the tourmaline is a great stone. Now, I don't know if there is a black opal and what qualities it has, but certainly this black earth, almost like the peat of a bog, this condensed solid earth, this deep earth connection, like the Empress, but deeper, right into the I want to say bowels of the earth, connection to that. Okay, give us a colour, please, for this week. It's good to incorporate. Oh, it's gone over the room. Let me just get it. I was just saying it's good to get a colour and then incorporate that into your life in some way, and just use it as a focus for the week. And you might even just want to, get a card in a certain colour or paint a square in that colour and just hang that up. So then every time you look at it, it reminds you of the energy, it reminds you of the philosophy of that colour, it reminds you to bring that colour into your life. It's good to have something around. I mean, if it was pink, you could stick a post-it up and, a pink post-it or something. So it's just a way to, when you go past, you remind yourself, oh yeah, embrace that pink energy, that Chamuel energy, abundance, adoration, just so we have rose. Now, I don't know how this looks on your screen, but it's kind of, to me, it's pink, but it's like a magenta, it's almost a magenta pink. And it's attractive relationship. Interesting. Also, rose is very healing to the heart. So as an essential oil, rose is very much about femininity, very much beneficial to women, especially at certain times of their monthly cycle, but also particularly moving into menopause, moving through menopause. Rose is a really great oil to use for that feminine hormones and mood and just that support. Rose is also very much connected to Mother Mary, and here it is number 6, and it says attract a relationship. So let's just read what that says. I don't know what they are off by heart. So it says, like that. Rose is a colour of romance, deep love and affection that assists with opening the heart and attracting a healthy relationship into your life. It can help you if you have low self-esteem, loneliness and sadness, and rose is also great for releasing worry and stress. The colour rose helps to attract love into one's life. Today, wear a rose-coloured top, shirt or hat, focusing on this ray and allowing yourself to be playful and have fun. Different shades of pink, especially rose, awaken your heart and allow you to be open to other people. Use a pink pen to write down all the things you love about yourself. As you become aware of your value, so will other people. Write down all the people you love in your life and let the love energy build. Allow yourself to feel grateful for all of these wonderful people. The more love you feel, the easier it is to attract more of it. Oh, there's more. It says, if you are looking for a relationship, write down all the qualities you would like in a person. Then close your eyes and imagine placing your list into a rose bubble. Observe as it floats out into the universe, looking for your perfect mate. Now all you have to do is be open for this wonderful new person to come into your life. Say, Divine Intelligence, I am open to attracting wonderful people with open minds and loving hearts into my life. And I think that connects us back to the Three of Swords. So we had this heartbreak, we had this healing that was necessary. We had to do the work. We had to move through the pain. We had to transmute everything that was so we could step forward in this new direction. And Rose is saying, now that we've healed the heart, we are open and ready for this relationship. We can wear pink. We can smell of rose. You can have rose perfumes. We can buy roses, bring pink roses into your home and look at them. It'll just remind you, it'll just bring that energy of romance, of attraction, of love connection, soulmate connection, twin flame connection, the possibilities of love, the romance. So there's love coming in to move alongside you as you've gone through this process, as you're about to step out into something. That energy as well that you're embodying will be attractive, and someone will be attracted into your life. So let's go to the Tarot of the Heart, considering I didn't know we were going to end up with Rose, but for some reason I brought the Tarot of the Heart. So let's see if this is going down a romantic angle. Okay, wow. Heart chakra. Oops. Oh, wow. Heart chakra turns us upside down. Let's have a look. Let's get another one. Oh gosh. Joy and stability. And let's get another one, please. Oops. I'll go with the one that's jumped. Oh. Simply love. Okay. Oh, I can't move. So let's look at this. So we have number 4, which is 4 is all about stability, security. It's kind of your base chakra number because it's safe, secure, it's foundations. But it's telling us here that we are building new foundations in the heart. We're going to the heart. And the heart is 2 colors. So the heart is green and the heart is pink. So green is the general color, pink is kind of the higher vibration of the heart. So we're looking at the heart, we're working on the heart, we're developing the heart, and we're opening the heart to love. So you can use pink from the rose, we had that color, or green, because green and pink are both connected to the heart, and they will help heal the heart. And there may be some heart healing and heart chakra work that are needed as you move forward, and also communicating with your heart, stepping forward with your heart, heart-centered business, doing something in your life, putting your heart into it, opening your heart to what the world wants to bring you. Because it is bringing you, oh my God, this is a 4 again. Stability, security, foundation. It is bringing you joy and stability. And look at all that gold. It's like Lakshmi with the golden coins. We're moving into this higher consciousness. We're moving into this cosmic ray of joy. We are moving in and connecting with the light. And we had Ra, we had the power of the sun, the joy of the sun. The sun is so vibrant and joyful and powerful. And it brings stability, this joy. If we can move into the joy vibration, it brings stability. And then the more stability, the more we move into joy. So it's like the ripple effect. And we are moving up higher into our higher consciousness. And we're making things happen on the earth via this interaction. It's just a sonic boom of gold. It is like a showering of gold. It is, these could be the coins that gentleman was handing to you. You're being offered this golden reward, which is going to bring joy into your life, which is going to bring a certain amount of stability, a little bit more stability into your life. And then we have 6. And it's simply love. So you can see this is a father and son. So there is a need to understand that parental love, that child and parent love, but also your inner child. This is sort of an adult looking at their inner child. And their inner child has this book of wisdom. And the light is here. And it's like the light of the hermit. The light is here in this book. The wisdom is here. We just need to connect back into that. And again, we have the sun behind. We have this glowing sun, this raw energy, this powerful energy, and so much green around here. Heart energy. So simply love. So move into sharing love every day, moving to being love every day, move into expressing loving thoughts, loving feelings, loving affirmations every day. Move simply into love. So it's not saying you have to go and do a great deal of this, that, and the other. Simply. The spiritual world is very simple. It's very easy. It's very direct. It's very simple. So connect to that part of you that you may have lost. So the younger self is in green. So get back to that. The kids, they're just full of love, full of trust, full of a desire to be happy, a desire to share that happiness, So connect back into that part of you that was full of joy and happiness, and the want and the willingness to share that. Because kids don't share it thinking that they're going to be what's the right comment to say? Taken advantage of. Kids just are open. So there's a need, if you're moving into this love, if you're attracting this relationship, be open. Be open to sharing a little bit more of your inner self. Trusting that you can simply move with the energy behind you, this cosmic energy shining on this relationship. You can simply move into this. Beautiful. And then it's got move. So this could be the relocation card. This could be time to move, time to physically move from where you are. And we have the tying the hands here. So this is marriage. Tying the knot. This is 2 people who are coming together for love, for the heart. Again with the heart, massive heart energy here. And it's 7, which is extremely spiritual number. And we have the golden light coming down, swirling around this. So whatever relationship this is going to be, it could end up in marriage. Whatever relationship this is going to be, it is heart-centered. Whatever relationship this is going to be, it is spirit-led. It is spirit-supported. There's great energy behind it. You're moving into this new phase. you're moving into a relationship. This is happening. And this is a weekly read, so it could be this week that you start to notice something happening, something changing for you. And I don't know if you can notice, but we've got the gentleman's hand here and the lady's hand here. So when you consider masculine and feminine energy, whether it be man or woman, one tends to be more masculine and one more feminine anyway. It's the dynamic. That's what you want, your yin and your yang. So there is this supportive energy to that feminine energy. There is this supportive masculine hand to your feminine, who's ready to hold you, protect you, support you in what you want to do. So you're getting that support. Beautiful. So let's do another quick couple of these and then we'll finish, because my computer is going a little bit funny. I hope it hasn't slowed down at all. It looks like it's recording a little bit slow to me. Can you tell us something about this relationship, this heart-centered relationship, which is coming in for us? Clover, which is luck. Your luck is in. You're about to get lucky. So this is a really interesting one, and it's 2. So 2 is that couple coming together, the 2, and it's your lucky charm. Tell me something else about this relationship, this new relationship. Could be someone who's Scottish. Clover's Scottish, isn't it? No, that's a thistle. Interesting though, never know. Clover. What do we need to know about Clover? But, sorry. See, I can go off on a tangent. Let's get another card for this relationship. Can you tell me something else about this relationship that's coming in? Spirit, can you tell me something else about this relationship that's coming in? I'm just feeling that love vibration. I'm feeling that contentment within a relationship, that happiness and relaxation that happens. And if you're in a relationship already, it's about renewing that connection. It's about, we can get so bogged down with our lives and doing our things, and the relationship becomes just almost another job, you know? So, another thing you have to fit in. I'm so hot right now. Come on, Spirit, give me a card. Oops. So this is whips. So you might have some detractors. You might have some people out there who want to cause you pain still. It is number 11, so it is a spiritual number. It is a warning. And these people can be very critical. So be careful when you move into this lucky phase and things start going right for you, that there are going to be certain people who want to bring you down, who want to scold you in some way, who want to criticize and punish you in some way. I don't feel that this is the relationship that's coming in, that it will be someone who is of that toxic nature. But I do feel that people get used to you being a certain way. So if you've been single for a while, people get used to that. And suddenly someone comes into your life and you're blissfully happy. And it shines a light on other people who are not so happy. And it shines a light in areas where other people feel that, you know, the relationship is mundane, or the relationship has lost its love, or the relationship is coming to an end. And it can be difficult if you're shining a bright light in your joy and stability, that you might still have someone who is irritated by that and tries to cause you some sort of pain. Okay? So it's good to be aware. They do say be careful who you share your joy with first. you know, be careful who you tell your good news to. So just keep that in mind. Can we have one more card, please, Spirit, to advise us on this new relationship? I've gone over the hour now. Just one more card, please, and then we're done, to tell us about this new phase, this new time in our life. Oh, that's too many. It's too many. But one of them did fly further out, so I'm just going to see what it is. So it is house. So you could be moving house, like we said, the relocation. And it's structure, it's strength, it's stability. You're building foundations, you're building strong foundations. You're moving into your palace, you're moving into that new home with someone. You're about to enter into this new phase, this new achievement. You've got two people here, I'm just noticing. Two people here moving in. And it's about, oh God, it's a 4 as well. It's a 4. So again, stability, again, structure. That foundation that you needed to go forward into your passion. And in the corner we have the King of Hearts. So this male, possibly, is going to be, that King of Hearts is going to come forward and provide that structure for you. So let's quickly go to the Clover and see what it says about relationships. Oh, the Clover, I did say about getting lucky, didn't I? Clover card indicates casual relations, possibly with several different partners, fleeting encounters without obligation, and that can be the Knight of Wands as well. They can come in, they can ruffle your feathers, and then they can leave as quick. On the other hand, it might suggest the possibility of developing relationship. So again, I think it is saying lucky. It is a beautiful blossom as well, and it's that, you know, bees love the clover. So think of you know, bees will come to honey, bees to nectar, isn't it? You get more bees with nectar than vinegar. So embrace that. You know, how do you attract the bees? By being more nectar than vinegar. But this is lucky. This is lucky. Let's just look at the whips as well and see what it says. Yes, there can be ongoing resentment and anger. So I think that is it. I think you might, your joy might affect someone. And that could be within the family, people falling out. It can be sort of shaky and unreliable relationships. So again, it could be this casual phase of meeting certain people, them coming in and out, like the Knight of Wands, where there can be too many quarrels, too many problems. It's a bit of conflict with this card. So, but the final card was the House, the 4, and that is saying in relationships, it brings up feelings of stability, strong ties, devotion to traditions, everything connected with family life and home. It brings feelings of comfort, stability, protection. And something that may require a lot of energy, so there is a lot happening here, so there may be that there is a requirement of a great deal of energy. Inner family, inner circle of family and friends, so I said that, be careful who you share your good news with. Indicates success, protects you from unpleasant issues, so it's nice having that after the whips. rest and confidence in your future. I did say that when you're feeling just everything is lovely and you're all in that love bubble, it's just relaxing. You just feel restful and relaxed and secure. And this is about being in your own place on your own terms, and that can be within a couple, but that you have your own home, that you have your own space, that you have a space where you can do your thing, you know. You can have your furniture your way, you can paint the walls that way, you can have lighting this way. So it is establishing that comfort that you want, that rest, that sanctuary that you can come back to. And the underneath the card, just before we finish, is the rider. It's number 1. So someone's coming in with a message, someone's going to deliver something, someone's going to approach you. So you could say this is the Knight of Wands. This is somebody coming in on their horse. He could be the Knight of Cups as well, because he's coming in with the romantic. We've got all the hearts here, so he's coming with romance. So there's a message coming in, there's somebody approaching with a romantic nature. Just be careful of the naysayers, be careful who you share your good news with. But there is a time of luck, attraction, foundation, stability coming for you, and heart. We have healed and we are ready to open our hearts again. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Let me know if any of that resonates. Give me a thumbs up. It's always lovely to log on and see all the thumbs up. Really appreciate that. And if you fancy leaving a comment, that's really beneficial to me too. Even just give me a heart in the comments. I think it just makes the video move a bit more. You don't need to leave reams and reams. Just give me an emoji in the comments. That would be amazing. And share with any of your friends if you think this is sort of where their life is going, or what's happening in their life, or some news that they could do with hearing. Feel free to share this with them. But that is your reading for Tuesday the 19th of November. Pluto into Aquarius, and it looks like there's going to be a sweeping change and a shift for you with regards to business, with regards to worthiness, with regards to what you want to do, what your passion is, where you're going, and you're going to have that heart-centered support as well. Amazing. Take care. Lovely to see you, and I will see you again soon. Blessings.